welcome to the channel. Just me and my Maserati MC20. I'm in LA with my buddy Guitar Matt. We went to NAMM, which is a cool music convention. I've run into this guy at our hotel with a DDE sweatshirt. I go to say what's up, and guess who it is? It's Damon. Next thing you know, we're at the DDE headquarters. Now, I've known him and Dave for some time now, but we've never made a video together, and today's gonna be the day. What is up, dude?
Welcome to the DDE HQ in Compton, California.
What is the odds that we bump into each other at the hotel? It's so random.
We're walking back towards the garage, towards the lobby, and all of a sudden there's Adam. I'm like, what are you doing here? Music SEMA. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool.
Well, I'm stoked. It worked out that we had some spare time, so we were able to swing by here. And I haven't been here since it was Hoonigan, and it was like full to the brim. Like, I didn't even know how big this place was.
It's big.
So I'm excited to see it through your lens and kind of what you guys have done with the place.
Sure. I didn't get this place actually for the building. I actually got this place, even though it's wet today, for this. Because when I came here, just like you, I was invited to bring my car and come and drive at the Hoonigan burn yard at the time. And that was kind of like this cornered off section, which ended right about here and went just barely around this corner. Because when Hoonigan was here, they had like something like 50 or something employees at the time. So like there was cars and junk and trailers and shipping containers, and this was basically shrunk down to just this area for doing burnouts. And when they left, all the stuff left. And it's a three-sided parking lot that's gated on both sides, and we just decided to drive all of it.
It's incredible how big it actually is.
They barely opened it up when the monster truck was here. Like Gravedigger was here doing like rolling wheelies and stuff. And it was driving in this. Just like you guys, we know we get these crazy ideas. I really wanted to make this more skill-based, because it being a flat open parking lot doesn't require any skill. So I've seen a couple of times some of the drift courses where they have sensors. And they had a trailer in one of those where you drifted under the trailer. So we bought this on Facebook Marketplace for like 3,000 bucks.
Damn, that's not bad.
Right?
That's like cheaper than a container.
It's crazy. I know containers
I want one now.
Containers went nuts actually.
Yeah, I'm hoping it dries up because it'd be really cool to get to drift underneath it.
It would be really cool.
Talking about cool stuff, I've been fortunate enough to get a little mini tour so far of some of the stuff around here. It's kind of, I don't want to say it's the same. Like, we both acquire a lot of junk, right, as we build cars. But the junk that you have here is sick junk. Like, the craziest seats I've ever seen, like carbon fiber parts from cars that are like, I don't want to know how much they would cost if you had to replace them.
Torn apart, you know, exotic cars to do these ideas that I've always wanted to do. And so put a GT1 front end on a Murcielago, you end up with the stock Murcielago front end, and you end up with one headlight for a Murcielago because they're made of glass. Goes for $10,000. So I have $20,000 worth of stock headlights sitting here. I have $15,000 worth of factory F12 ceramic brakes. And again, you have a pretty big team. This whole place is basically operated by Dave and myself.
I've got a really, really difficult question for you. It's my least favorite question when someone asks me, but under the assumption that maybe there's some people on my channel that aren't already familiar with you guys, which I know is pretty rare just based on the DMs that I've already gotten of excitement from us finally making a video together.
Yeah.
How would you summarize what you do?
DDE is an entertainment-based channel. So we're here to just entertain you in the context of a bunch of guys doing goofy stuff. Yes, we do have builds, but they're not gonna be like educational. We're not gonna walk you through how something is built. We'll just show you the highlight reel of the bad idea, it quickly coming to fruition, and then obviously driving the cars that typically most people keep pristine, garage kept, like an F12. This was a perfectly good collector street car when I first bought it. And then we do crazy things like tear them apart and make the world's first F12 race car that is actually a full-blown drift car that's got top mount turbos, or taking a Murcielago that's a factory gated car that, again, most people would keep in complete OE condition because of its rarity and pristine, and tear it apart and make the world's, you know, actually only second street GT1 car.
I definitely respect and admire the fact that you guys do like wheel the out of your cars.
We do.
And you can drive. Like, this is no joke of an area to be able to slide a car around, especially with the difference in grip, and like to have a car, I mean, I don't even know, what is this, a $300,000 car?
Yeah, I'm probably into it for about $750.
That's insane. You can tell just watching the videos. You know if someone like knows what they're doing, if they're just kind of whipping in the parking lot. There's a difference. Yeah. I have 2 requests. I made a post to my YouTube members to see like what they would want us to get into since I got some time stopping by here. The first thing was illegal activities. That was one of the top requests.
You know, it's funny. Contrary to belief that we've done all these crazy illegal things, when in reality, most of the time, it's like what everybody kind of does on a day-to-day basis. I actually don't go out on the street and, you know, slide the car around. I have a property for that. When you start and you're nobody, right? The risk you're willing to take to build a brand and do stuff is higher. And as you become more popular and more well-known, I guess responsibilities start to come up. And there's this tipping point. Is it worth it? You can't go out and just be like, oh, I just want to be a hoodlum and just go like shred the streets.
Yeah.
Especially when everything, except for this car, says DDE on it.
Yeah.
Right? And I've made a lot of pretty infamous viral cop videos.
I was gonna say, you got a target on your back at this point.
I do. I have to be careful with what I do.
All right, so that's an elaborate way to say request number 1 for illegal activities is denied. Request number 2 is to drive this thing.
Yeah.
Can we make that happen maybe?
Yeah, we can. I would be totally honored to have you drive it. I just think it'd be a lot cooler if it was dry.
Have you had anyone crash into one of the walls here yet?
Not here, but Tim drove his car into the wall out of the old HQ.
Really?
Yeah, viral video.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
I was standing there not expecting that to happen. It was pretty entertaining. It actually worked out in our favor.
You get a good video out of it?
Got a great video out of it. The manufacturer of the kit's a huge fan of the channel, sent us a new bumper for free.
Love it. Love to hear it. Now, if it isn't cool enough to be able to stop here alone, imagine running into Suzuki-san here. What is up? So good to see you, dude.
Yeah, good to see you.
This is the McLaren drift car that I got to drive with over at Ebisu in my Cresta. So to see you here in California, I want to know, can you come to Florida?
Yes, of course.
Yes?
I can go.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so cool. I actually got a ride in it this morning. It was very, very cool. Suzuki-san, so this is a factory race car?
Yes, factory race car.
Is it
yes.
GT3? What is it?
GT3 car.
GT3?
Yeah.
So still all these factory under panels, everything?
Only make the front suspension, arm, cut the knuckle, make the upper.
And it's still factory engine and all that?
Yeah.
That's a good angle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good angle.
Yeah, I love it. What I love too is like you're not scared to drive this with us in our missile cars and just have a good time.
Yeah.
This is the best.
Good angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still factory engine, transmission. Problem is the clutch because the clutch is 5.5 inch, very small
So small.
and top rate.
Did you just say you guys don't use inches? I thought.
Yeah.
Don't you use centimeters or you use inches?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to make the clutch.
Yeah.
And now, show you. Oil tank, dry sump. I want to moving the over there, front side. And this is the air tank or shifter because I want quick change clutch.
Ah, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep, I love it. I'm so nervous touching stuff. I don't want to break it. I'm used to Colette has these doors on her RX-8 and like if you open it wrong, it like messes up the door. I asked to sit in this interior. God, this is so cool. The commitment to the blue is kind of gangster.
You know what's funny? When I took it to the boys,
Because this was done in Florida, right?
it was, and I said, hey, maybe we could mix up like some more black in there. We put some black here and some black there, and they were like, you gotta just go all blue.
This is insane.
The one thing that is not going blue is the steering wheel because it'll get destroyed. So I did the pedals gold and the shifter gold, and I have never seen anybody change the color of a manual shifter in a Murcielago. So I'm pretty sure that is like the first person that's ever done that.
I think it's safe to say as well, you're probably the first person that's done a blue Alcantara interior on a Murcielago. E3 Customs is who did the interior on this car, and they're actually the same company that did the seats in my Porsche. It's like a dream to have them do a full interior like this.
They're just so talented, those guys. This is a factory interior from Lamborghini.
All right, I see you.
Yeah.
I love that. Porsche does it too, but it's a little bit less loud.
Well, yeah, that's a Lamborghini for you.
This is sick.
So pull it up.
I've always wondered what that would be like in a car if I ever like mounted the handbrake on the opposite side of the shifter.
It would be cool.
Yeah.
If you pull it up and then push it down, it goes back down out of the way to stay out of your way. So you have to,
Interesting.
You have to remember now to pull it up and then push in the thumb thing and then push it down. It's really hard. in
Oh,
this car.
wow.
I don't use it very often.
Yeah, I can tell. I don't think I've ever said this on video, but one of the like hero car / goals of mine one day is to own an orange Murcielago 6-speed. But unfortunately, it seems to be a high desire of other people too, as they keep on going up and up and up.
But now,
Yeah.
you can buy an LP car. This is a first gen. You can now get it manually converted.
That's pretty cool.
Art has built a really good at EAG. He has built a really good conversion. The conversions feel identical to the factory. Identical.
Wow. Is it almost time for the fun?
It's almost time. So we're just gonna charge up the battery because my alternator belt hasn't arrived yet. It's not gonna arrive till tomorrow. But if we get it up to, you know, 13.3 or something like that, you'll be able to get a couple of laps out of it at least.
All right. Can you enlighten me? A lot of people are commenting because I've been down this rabbit hole with headers on my 4-rotor Supra. You guys had a not great sounding setup on this and
Correct.
then unlocked something to get the sound out. What was the trick?
Man, that is such a good question. I think it really boiled down to from what a combination of creating a proper equal length header in conjunction with sizing the turbos larger so it has more flow.
Got it.
So you can get that noise out of it. Now releases the sound you'll hear. Because before it sounded like a tractor. Like it really did. It sounded like sounded okay under load, as anything does with 1,000 horsepower.
You say you don't work on your cars.
You're not supposed to film it. The running joke is like, I play dumb.
I mean,
you understand a lot more. I just, you know, pay people to do it because I'm like, I don't want to do it. I got other stuff to do.
It's fair.
Like you, I got like emails and marketing and all the other business stuff to deal with.
The funny thing, I don't know if I've ever said this in video, for me, working in cars is like productive procrastination. I actually enjoy when I can get my hands on stuff, but when I'm wandering in the shop, it's usually because I have something that I'm supposed to be doing on my computer, but I want to go like hang out with the boys and do fun stuff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
All right, what are we doing? What's going on here?
You advised that we probably drain the catch can before we warm this thing up.
Yeah, just there's a little bit of residue and it doesn't hurt to make sure. You don't want to catch on fire.
Deal.
Yeah.
Well, it should have a little
like a little
drain.
valve?
Yeah, valve.
It's cool if I just drain that on the floor.
Let's do it.
California's listening.
All jokes aside, it's Compton. If you were to drive out onto the street on any given day, the guys with the big rig trucks, they're doing stuff on the side of the road we all know they shouldn't be doing.
How many YouTubers does it take to drain a catch can?
At least 2.
At least 2. Slide the pan under.
2.1.
Yeah. All jokes aside, like one of the things I do whenever someone offers for me to drive their car, I try to like look for like hazards or anything that could possibly go wrong, so it doesn't go wrong.
Minimize your liability.
Yep.
That's something I do on a daily basis.
All right, fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole. Probably take a second.
Starter sounds so sick. Is that Suzuki sound in a Charger? I love it. Look at that smile. You look good at one of these. Maybe send one back to Japan?
Yeah.
Yeah? No dash, it really accentuates like how big and wide everything is inside.
The sensor is also off, so it doesn't show you that you're in gear.
That's okay.
You excited?
I'm ready. It sounds so crazy. It revs fast. All right, what gear? First or second?
First.
The way this thing sounds is unlike anything I've ever driven before. It's just like, it is what you said, like it's like it's in an octave I've never heard before with my brain. It's crazy.
That's cool, right?
Yeah, I mean the only critique I'd have, like it's hard because it's such a wet surface, is just the throttle response really down low could be better, I think. Do you know, is it drive-by-wire or is it cable?
I think it's drive-by-wire.
Okay, so I mean that's something that could probably be dialed in. It's just it's a little difficult to modulate at very low RPM. Yeah. It's like not, but once it's up top, then you have like good pedal response. Yeah. But that could just be something in the throttle mapping. But it sounds incredible. I mean, I've never driven the Ferrari drift car before, and it felt very good. So thanks, man. The stuff you got on here works good. That's great. I think it could use a little more power for the rain. I think the trailer doesn't look that cool from camera, but inside the car, it's the most ridiculous feeling ever. Round 2. Okay, based on battery voltage, I say maybe like a lap or 2 more, and then we should probably put it back on the charger. This car works really well. I was saying it cooled down too much, so it's not making flames anymore. Yeah. That was really cool. Thank you, Damon. I appreciate you trusting me in this rig.
Content creator until you've lost a video due to not turning your audio on.
I wasn't even gonna mention that in this video, but thankfully, Matt's a real one and he caught my mic being off. Thankfully, I didn't lose the beginning half, and it was just once I started driving. I said like a couple like really nice things about you that unfortunately won't make it in the video, but yep.
I'm sure you did.
This is a beautiful piece. It's a big aluminum tree to make something like that.
Right? It was really cool because when it was just before it was in the car, you could look inside it, and the way that it's all done, it is art. Shout out to Danielle in Mad Sweden. That's who built this.
It came from Sweden?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy. Mike scanned the top of the car, sent him, you know, the schematics or CAD or whatever it is, and he did all this in a computer and sent it back, and it just worked.
That's
like
awesome.
that hurts my brain.
Yeah.
Because my brain's like, oh, I need to be here to like see the thing it's going on to make it work. Didn't need to see anything.
Wow.
And apparently in the background, they are highly modifying an already highly modified McLaren GT3. I don't know what they're doing over there, but there's a whole lot of Japanese swear words and oil flying around.
So I scumbagged my friend Andrew Engelman. You guys probably know him as Engelman from my videos. And coming by in a McLaren of all things. He texted me and he was like, it's raining out. I want to slide my car around. I said, I got the perfect spot. Come on by. What's up, dude? Is that Dylan in there? Dylan? What are you doing?
I don't know, hanging out.
You guys gonna come get dinner with us?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, I like the mustache. It looks good.
Yeah,
the pink sweatshirt. You look good in this thing, dude. Yeah, so just be careful because it gets really slippery on like the rubber down area.
Just do some like...
Yeah, get a feel for it. Woo! 2 seconds in, no chill.
Dude.
Oh, that's fast. Yo, he went for it! No handbrake.
Hell no.
Literally showed up here in his daily. That was sick. Oh, yeah, hell yeah. That was sick. Yeah, that was great.
This is not the car, but it did it.
Hell yeah.
I'm proud of
Good work.
myself. All right.
Sugoi?
Go, yabai.
Yeah,
Yabai.
good driver.
Good driver, yabai.
Yeah. We're just hanging out, but this place is crazy. It keeps going and going. There's the craziest cars you could ever imagine here. You guys probably know more about some of these than I do. I do know this thing's a GT3R. Very, very cool. Checking out some other stuff. I think this is like a kit car. Can't figure out what engine this is. Maybe some of you guys know. What do you think, Suzuki-san? What engine?
これは何ですか?
What does that mean?
これは何ですか?
これは何ですか?
What is this?
Oh. We're unloading the van so we can take it to dinner. That's got to be like a 14.
14 inches.
Is it? How wide are these?
Well, those are the Revolta wheels.
What's that? That's so wide?
Yeah.
How wide is that? It's got to be at least 12 inches.
That's what she said.
All right, Dylan, give us the measurement. What you got?
I'm gonna say 13.
New Lamborghini Revolta.
What is that, 13 and a half?
13 and a half. That's crazy.
Looks way bigger than that, honestly.
Yeah, that's what she said. Only to me though, specifically. Crazy. Belly full of pho in a minivan with Damon driving.
Yabai.
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 Super yabai.
Yabai.
Oh, in the back of that thing was nauseous.
That was super.
Wow! No way! That was the sickest thing I've ever seen. Wow! Yo, you could tell that he's driven all-wheel drive before. That you did right there, that was the coolest I've ever seen.
That was a backy.
He literally was a backy.
That was a backy in
and you
Damon.
pulled. That's the all-wheel drive in him right there. Wow. I'd have to say by far the highlight of my DDE experience was watching what Damon is capable of in this van. There are some things that happened that I could not have possibly filmed because of how nauseous I was in that back seat. But when it was happening, whew, it was wild. Thank you for the hospitality.
Hey,
It's been a lot of fun.
yeah, just rando walking out of the hotel, and I'm like, oh,
I know. Go figure.
Here we are.
Next thing you know, maybe we'll see this thing in Florida. Maybe.
yeah, I don't need it here. Apparently the weather.
We'll have some fun in Florida. Don't you worry.
Forget California. We're out. Oh, I'm moving into one of your outhouses.
Imagine. It's gonna take every single ounce of self-control in me not to slide this thing around, but I'm very grateful that they trust me with an MC20 press car. It's one of my favorite engines. It's some crazy Ferrari tech. It's super good. It sucks that it rains. I didn't really get to take this thing up to the canyons or get to enjoy it on any proper roads, but it's been cool as heck to drive it around. And if I slide it, they probably won't ever give me another one. So we're gonna end the video here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully it's not the end of doing fun stuff with these guys, because I had a blast, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it too. So I'll see you soon. Wow! No way! That was the sickest thing I've ever seen. That you did right there, that was the coolest I've ever seen.
That was a backy.
He literally was a backy.
That was a backy in
And you
Damon.
pulled, that's all-wheel drive in him right there.